Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the Police Accountability Show. And remember, when you watch the Police Accountability Show, you agree to being offended, as well as nothing that you see on the Police Accountability Show constitutes legal advice. Please seek out your local lawyers for your local laws. And welcome everyone to the Police Accountability Show. I'm your host, Chad Christophers, and our topic today is cameras. Are cameras finally showing us the way the police have been acting the whole time under our noses? Have they really been beating and killing people like George Floyd, Rodney King for all of these years and going overboard and planting drugs, and we're just starting to see it now? I think that's the case. Cameras are showing us the way the police are really acting. And people are absolutely disgusted. We keep having riots from the way police officers are acting. So that's where the recording needs to increase. It's showing us, right? The way these police officers, it's showing us the officers' corruption that has been going on. And that leads directly back to this show, the Police Accountability Show. Because we need these officers to be accountable for their own actions, right? We need mature people who are out there to do good, are out there to help people, right? Not people looking for an excuse to hurt others, not people who want to beat on people. You know what I mean? And that's what we're seeing. We're seeing cops setting people up. We're seeing cops killing people, just straight up kneeling on their necks to their dead. And these people aren't even committing crimes. It's like they've justified murder by just an accusation and created themselves and made themselves as God, where they live. They choose whether or not we live or die, whether or not we're free or not. And we didn't hire them to be our gods. We hired them to enforce laws. We didn't hire them to kneel on people's necks until they're dead, right? And that's what we're seeing, right? So we're seeing this behavior, and part of me doesn't understand why then all the other officers are given the benefit of the doubt. I tell you, if I was part of an organization that they were acting that way to people, they would consider us to be criminals. If you took away the fact that the police name were police and they were subsidized and they're paid by the government, they look like the worst criminal gang on the streets. They deal in drugs. They're doing everything the criminals are doing, right? And then, so it seems more like they're busting the competition. So that's where this video comes in. You know, caught on camera. We are catching them on camera now doing this stuff. Well, we need to do it more. We need more cameras, obviously, to see what's going on with these people. What are they up to? Because we hired them as law enforcers, not to hurt people, not to kill people, not to lean on their necks. And for some reason, they're not being fired for it either, unless it comes out in some sort of viral video, right? People, these officers kill us, and their real bosses, who would in a lot of places be a mayor or be, you know, our local politicians, also seem to be blameless when they're clearly these officers' bosses. They can clearly fire the chief of police, who can clearly fire these officers. And why aren't they? They're making excuses. They're making excuses and killing us. They're making nothing but accusations of crimes and executing us in the street. And that's what these videos are showing. So what are we going to do about it? Are we going to support police accountability? Because that's what we need. We know we can't live 100% without the police. We need some level of law enforcement to keep the laws enforced. But we can't let these people go around killing us to do it. And over nothing. Right? It's completely unreasonable. So that's why I'm here. And I'm asking you to support police accountability. You can see what these guys are doing now. And it's happening way more than we're catching. Even with the body cameras, they're turning it off. And then it's a fight for the body cam now. Right? That's the new fight. Okay, They wear body cams. They have the image. Try and get a body cam footage. They can fight you for years, right? So it's like we need to have our own cameras everywhere that the police aren't in control of as well, right? The cameras are really showing us how they are. So that's where you can make a difference. You can support politicians that support police accountability. You can write letters. Let your local politician, mayor, city councilor, whoever it is who's in control of the police, that you care about police accountability. Well, you support the police. They're great. They're wonderful. Fine. Support them. That's great. But support them doing their jobs in a way that's right, in a way that's helpful, in a way that helps us all, because that's what they're there to do law enforcement for, to help us. They're there to be law enforcers, and enforcing the law is supposed to help us. Now, they're not there to protect us. They can't protect us, but it seems like we need protection against them. Right? They're not perfect. They make mistakes too. Right? But a lot of these things they're catching on video aren't simple mistakes that the police are stopping. They're not. So I'm asking you, please support police accountability. Contact your local politicians. We can see the way the police are acting, and we don't want them to act this way. They should be fired. You have to let them know. These politicians, these police chiefs, they seem to be under the impression that it is okay to murder us. It is okay to kill us if you're accusing us of a crime. Not we've been proven, not we've been in court and we've seen our valid day. No, they're killing us before then. They're just accusing us and killing us. Right? And you could just be out in the street driving and a car could hit you and kill you. And why? Because of a police chase that we don't need to have. Right? So people are getting killed all the time. Support police accountability and support our society. My name is Chad Christophers. This is the Police Accountability Show. Don't work too hard.